Hello and welcome back to TOUCAN Tarot. Today we're going to be doing an interesting reading. Hold on, I'm just going to click off here. And it is your future spouse. So future spouse reading. Let's have a look and see what juicy details we can get. I of course read through my guides, so really the cards act as a trigger. But yeah, we've got 3 crystals to choose from. If you did want to just go ahead and skip straight to your reading, you can find the timestamps below, and don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, like this video, and you can see more of what's to come. Great stuff. So go ahead and click that if you like. For those of you that want to hang on, if you just want to take 5 deep breaths, in and out, and as soon as you've taken those breaths, I want you to have a look at which crystal resonates with you. And we have crystal 1, and keep taking those breaths. Crystal 2 and crystal 3. And while you're taking those breaths, I just want you to feel love, fill yourself up with beams of love, and again, work out which crystal resonates with you. There may be a few messages in the crystals, more than one crystal for you. So, you know, if you are super inspired, then feel free to go ahead and have a look at both messages. There may be a couple in each. But yeah, I just wanted to say before we crack on, a huge thank you to all my recent subscribers. And also, I've been doing some private readings recently, which I've been enjoying thoroughly. I need to, goodness, I've just been so busy recently, but I have opened up my private readings. So if you are interested, or if there's something or a particular question that perhaps I haven't posted that you want to know more about personally, then don't forget to click away down on the description. You'll find all the details down there as well. Wonderful. So let's crack on with this reading. And again, we're looking at future spouse reading here. So we've got crystal 1, 2, and 3. And we are going to start with crystal 1. So future spouse. This is quite interesting. I'm going to pop that there. To start off with, we're going to be using Spirit Song Tarot. And we're just going to pull a few of these. And first of all, I'm just going to try and get a few personality types here come through. So that's what I'm asking for from my guides right now, is to show me some kind of personality type. So let's have a look. And also how you're going to meet this person as well is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we've got the World, the Page of Shells, and also 5 of Acorns. So straight away, in regards to where you're going to meet, we're getting a real kind of celebration. So, you know, you may have, for those of you that have already met this person, it would have been at a huge kind of celebration of some kind, so a party, celebrating something super positive and that you feel very positive about. And for those of you that haven't met the person, that's where it's going to happen. So it's going to be a real celebration of things. And when you first meet, what I'm getting here is you're just going to be straight away attracted to this person. Sometimes it can take a while, but what's coming through is no, boom, you're just going to be straight there with them. We see that with the Page of Shells here. You know, this speaks of inspiration and intuition. And again, you're just going to know. You're both going to have that gut feeling when you lay eyes upon each other. You're just going to know. And we've got the 5 of Acorns here, which can sometimes mean, you know, challenge, that kind of thing. But definitely what's coming through, and also what's coming through from Spirit here, is that there isn't going to be, it's going to be really smooth sailing, you know, it really smooth sailing. So it literally is going to be the moment you meet, I just see huge bursts of light and celebration. And that's exactly it at this party or whatever it is that you're celebrating at this event. And it's just going to be gut feeling straight away and smooth sailing, literally smooth sailing. Let's have a look if we can get a little bit more as well here. We've got 4 of Crystals. We have the Chariot. And we also have 6 of Feathers. I love these cards. These are, as I mentioned, the Spirit Song Tarot. And aren't they just beautiful? I mean, the World card, just to give you a little peek there. Isn't that just the most beautiful card? It's a beautiful whale. I love whales as well. And definitely getting a lot of water significance coming through with that. I mean, that was kind of the significator. And also with that card along comes what's coming through here as well. Obviously, we mentioned about you meeting at a party and so forth, but also, you know, it sums up your relationship, and it's going to be one of just happiness and real celebration. You know, you're always going to be smiling and laughing with this person. They're really going to tickle your funny bones. So there's going to be a lot of smiling, and I'm seeing sunshine. So what's coming through is either a lot of travel or a residence somewhere in the sun as well. Random just came out there. Yeah, so moving across, obviously we've got the 4 of crystals and Chariot and the 6 of feathers there. And much like, and I love this, look, we've got a beautiful otter swimming through the ocean, or the lake, shall we say, or stream there. So in control and so happy. And that's going to be the relationship. It's just going to be one where control is going to be balanced. This, you know, certainly something that's coming through now is this is going to be the most balanced relationship that you've ever had. You know, I mean, of course, all partnerships, I mean, we say spouse, by the way, you know, whether it's marriage or your long-term partner, some of you don't believe in marriage, but we're talking about a long-term partner here. And obviously in every long-term relationship, a lifelong relationship, there's ups and downs. But you really do have a great balance with each other. So there's going to be less than your average relationship with you guys. You know, when we said plain sailing earlier, you know, that there isn't going to be many challenges. There are going to be challenges, but the way that is what I'm saying, the way that you negotiate those is going to be super. I mean, I'm getting very relaxed and chilled out vibes as well. So, I mean, this is glorious, isn't it? This is that cool chilled out couple vibe is what I'm getting. We've got the Chariot though, and so again with that, as well as being this cool chilled out, we are seeing a lot of adventure and inspiration, and definitely a lot of building. So I'm seeing a lot of building of dreams, and that's the key word that's coming through, is dreams. So we're not just talking about building of business that, you know, is a business and great, you've done well, which of course is a great thing in itself, but we're talking about something that's connected to dreams. So you know, you're really going to bring out the best in each other, and together you're going to create something very meaningful to the both of you. And you're just constantly moving forward, much like the Chariot here, just constantly moving forward with determination and discipline. And again, you both, there is just getting a wonderful balance between the two of you. We've got the 6 of feathers, insight and transition. And of course that is blocked there, not blocked, sorry, that was completely the wrong word to use. That's upside down and reversed. Upside down, reversed, blocked. The point being with that is, of course, okay, so what's coming through is, you know, although you haven't got challenge, you know, you're not going to have these major challenges and everything we've said, and it's going to kick off with celebration, and there is going to be a while before, and I'm feeling it from their end, that there's going to be a while before they unblossom. And it's almost like they're saying, it's almost the message coming through is that they're sorry that they made you wait so long to open up, and they're thankful for you for waiting. So I think they're going to definitely, I mean, again, it's going to be instant without a doubt, and you're both going to just know. But as far as, you know, really opening ourselves up, which over time, you know, this is your future partner we're talking about here, long-term life partner. Of course, you're going to open up to each other eventually, but to start with, and at the beginning of this relationship, definitely he's going to be a bit of a cocoon, that, you know, that's slowly opening up into that beautiful butterfly. So that's definitely what's coming through. And he will thank you for your patience. You know, that's something that I'm getting through, that he's really going to admire for you. From you, is that you didn't demand, is what's coming through. So that's really quite beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to pull some, what should we pull next? I'm going to pull some, I'm inspired now here, Danielle Noel tarot deck. So let's pull some of these. And now what I'm looking for really is personality. So you want to know a bit more about them, right? So let's have a look a bit more at their personality. Obviously, I say he. I'm referring to this person as a he. Whatever resonates with you. It's easy for me to do that so you don't get confused about who I'm talking about. But again, whatever resonates for you. But let's pull some in regards to their personality. Excuse me. Oh, bit of a tickle in my throat there. All right. Oh, this one. big time is popping out. The 10 of Cups. Again, you know, we're talking about just, it's a beautiful card, and it's the perfect one to come out into this reading. You know, it speaks of success and change and transition, and of course we're talking of matters of the heart, that it's cups. And if I can, you know, try and get more messages from my guide here, and yeah, it's exactly that. It's, you know, you have this perfect balance. Look at all those cups perfectly balancing on this wonderful, I'm going to say that that's the moon, and yeah, just a perfect balance. You know, if you look at all those three ladies there, they're all in different stances of questions of lifetime, and it's the two of you. You're very balanced, and this relationship is going to be a success. You know, this is somebody that literally definite soulmate vibes coming through here without a shadow of a doubt, and it is going to be somebody that just makes you happy. Definitely what's coming through from Spirit is it's been a struggle for you until now, and I just want to give you a big hug almost for that. But you know, it finally is here, and it is waiting for you, and you've always known that deep down is what's coming through, but you're just getting to the point of like, where the goddamn is he? Where are they? Well, don't worry, because they're coming soon. Let's pull some more. Also, of course, we're looking at traits as well, and what comes through from that is, you know, without a doubt, we spoke about the fact that you'd move forward on some kind of venture, and from his side, or from their side, there's definitely a real determination in them, and a very, you know, they're like chameleons almost, in the sense they adapt very easily to different scenarios, different situations, and the fortune just follows them. I am getting that they did definitely come from fortune, as in I think they have come from family fortune in the past. However, it's coming through that they don't necessarily have that anymore. So it's almost like they've seen the both sides, which is a great, again, that creates balance. You know, when you see the both edges of the sword, right? You can create balance there because you understand on both, and that's something that's coming through. They do understand, and that is a lesson that they have learned. But yeah, very determined and successful person, and not just as I mentioned that they've had fortune in their past, but also what's really coming through here is that, you know, they're going to have fortune in the future. And with you, we mentioned that, you know, you're going to bring something to life, the two of you, that you're both passionate about, and that has meaning to you both. But from their end, they're definitely bringing in, you know, that they're very goal orientated, and they often smash their goals. They don't just reach them, they absolutely smash them. But yeah, they're very good with change. I spoke earlier about seeing, and it's coming through again now, we spoke earlier about that I could see warm weather, or you know, a residence in a warm location, or travel. The travel thing is coming through again. This is a person that's travelled in their life. I'm getting a feeling of they've grown up in different countries, between split. So yeah, I think they've been quite fortunate in the sense that they've had the opportunity to, you know, grow up in different surroundings. So that's where they've got a lot of their balance from again, as well. Let's pull some more. We've got Awakening and the King of Cups. Yeah, you know, again, it just goes with this, not only, even though they are a bit of a kind of tough nut at the beginning, as I said, they're going to be, you know, a little bit harder to open up than, or slower to open up than you are. When they do, oh my God, it's opening up in abundance. And you can see that with the King of Cups, and Spirit's definitely confirming here. We've got a real romantic on our hands. Very romantic, sees the little things, you know, the kind of person, and I know this sounds so cheesy, but so lovely as well. But all I can see now is them placing a little, literally one little delicate daisy across your ear, and putting it up here on your ear as you're sleeping. You know, that kind of romantic, the kind of romance that you won't even always know, like that thing that I just explained there. Oh, I'm getting such warm vibes. Guys, this person's really cool. He sounds amazing, or she, whoever this person is, their energy is just, oh, lush. Very good heart. And yeah, that kind of romantic. Also very inquisitive. I think because this person has seen both sides of the fence, they're definitely, we speak of the awakening here, and what's coming through is this big awakening on a spiritual level as well. So there'll be a spiritual journey with you both. And I think you'll both actually trigger that for each other as well. Let me pull out some more character traits here. What have we got? We've got Knight of Wands. And we have Strength. Absolutely, you know, the lion here. Spirit's almost saying that's the both of you. Obviously, you're not going to marry an animal, or you're not. Your lifelong partner isn't going to be an animal, but they are a lion. You know, they have such strength, as do you, and that's why I was saying about, you know, this card is the both of you. You both have this strength, and but they do. We're looking at their character traits, and they have that too, and they have just a real. Just an absolute wonder for life. And I mentioned a spiritual side. You see that with the Knight of Wands as well. You know, where they very much are king of the heart and that realm. The spiritual realm is something that definitely excites them and that they want to go on. And I say spiritual, it started off for them, which is going to lead them to this spirituality, you know, their own spirituality more. But it's of questioning. They started questioning an awful lot, I would say, over the last, what's coming through is literally over the last decade. And this person has been questioning an awful lot. So I am getting this person is older. I'm not talking real old. I'm literally getting, you know, it could be here, we're looking at really 29 upwards. But in the last decade, they've almost looked at their lives and started to question things. And this questioning is a deep part of them. A very deep part of them, and they constantly question everything. You know, it's almost as if their mind's been shifted. Certainly over the last year, I'm getting it's really been pushing to new kind of dimensions. You know what they say, once your mind has shifted, it can never return to its original dimension, and that's the thing that's coming through here for this person. And their mind has shifted. So, you know, a real inquisitive soul that just wants to seek truth is the message that's coming through. We have a truth seeker on our hands, guys. Let me pull. This is a really cool reading. Super cool reading. I'm going to pull as well a card for some advice on this. So let's have a look for some advice cards here. We've got Unbound, releasing soul pattern contracts and past lives. Wow. The biggest message that's coming through here is this is exactly what this person's going to do. They're going to unbound you, and you in turn are unbounding them, in the sense that because there's such a balance of harmony here between the two of you, you're just going to release each other. You're going to be comfortable in ways that you've never been comfortable. You're going to see sides of your soul that you've never seen before. And so are they. And that's something that you're going to help each other with. And bring out in each other, rather, not help each other with. It's just going to happen. It's just happening. It literally is. Let's pull out another one. And we've got trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And again, you know, if we want to just check out this person over here about to elevate, if you knew you were trusted, what would you do? It's exactly how this person is going to make you feel and how you're going to make each other feel. And that's why you just are going to be so driven and so forward, because there's no bounds to your relationship or limits. You truly are both very much free spirits in each other's company. Wow, this is really cool. This is the kind of relationship I would like. It sounds blissful, doesn't it? And it is blissful. And just, you know, I'm sending you so much love, knowing that you have this coming to you and know this. And a message that's just come through from Spirit here is that, you know, don't wait for this. This is coming. So you really just crack on, have fun and smile more. I'm getting, you need to play more. And don't worry about this so much, because it's all happening for you. It's all happening to you, sorry. So, you know, it's already in the stars. They're already aligned, guys. You don't need to worry. This one is coming through here. So we've got release. We have the path. We have boundaries. And we've got beginnings. So, this is speaking for you now. You need to release a lot, is what my guide is saying to me. You need to release a lot. So literally saying, and this is a beautiful card, and this is exactly you know, the image that I want you to imagine. This is you here, and this is everything you need to release. Once you release, a weight will be lifted off you. And what the release that I'm hearing is, I'm hearing that there's a loneliness, and of course there's a loneliness. You know, you haven't met your life partner yet, but my God, he's coming. And the biggest message is that you need to just release that and just trust and know that it's coming. That's all you need to do. And it's easier said than done, isn't it? But that's what they're saying. And it literally is that easy, guys. It is that easy. We've got the path as well. And again, I mean, these cards are just beautiful. They're the Queen of the Moon Oracle, but just look at that. We've got the path, and look how she's there, ready to climb and enter a whole new world. And this is what Spirit's saying to you, you know, it's literally a case of once you release your mind of the clutter that's currently in there, and it is clutter, you worry a lot, you know, you think too much, you're overthinking too much, release that and start to enjoy hobbies. There's something that you really enjoy, and you really need to hone in on that and do more of it, is what's coming through. And just start being you. And, you know, new beginnings are coming. It's exactly what the cards say. And speak of boundaries here as well. And one thing that is stated is that you need to kind of put some boundaries in place here, because it's almost like a double thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing boundaries that shouldn't be there, but I'm seeing boundaries that should be there. So we're seeing a bit of an imbalance with you and your boundaries right now. And what's coming through is you need to get a real check on those. So as an example, I'm hearing that meditation would be really good for you. You need to meditate and you'll find the answer to these, but you're having a real struggle with your boundaries at the moment. And again, the more you release, the more you find your path, and meditation will help you with this, the more you can start to figure out what that is. But again, the biggest thing is don't worry, because new beginnings are coming. Such beautiful, beautiful cards. I'm going to pop them here because I'm going to get out now. Let's have a look. I'm going to pull... First of all, and I love these decks, I got given, I've got the music legends, the fashion and the art legends, and they're just great. And we're going to pull this as a little more character traits. So we're pulling character traits, and then I'm going to pull one character trait for them, in fact, that's what I'm being guided to do here, and then one for your relationship as a whole. So the first one, oh, I'm being told to pull one for you as well here. So the first one's going to be for you, and we've got Miriam Makeba. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I hope I pronounced that right. And then we've got John Coltrane for them. And then we've got Kurt Cobain. Wow. 3 awesome, awesome music legends. So let's start with you. So we've got Miriam I never know how to pronounce her surname. I better say Makeba. I hope that's correct. Let me know in the comments below. Oh, isn't she just awesome? Look at that card. If the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. Your joy makes fools of your oppressors. In an age of liars, the truth is dynamite. Oh, what wise words and what a legend. I'm just going to start off with the first one. If the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. And this is reminding you, all that clutter that was in your head, a lot of it is just you quiz about everything, but it's telling you to act on it more. You know, act, exactly that. If the times are broken, it's our job to mend them. So you need to start acting more. Remember, this is talking about you, this card, on the things that, you know, I'm hearing here the things you complain about. So you need to act on them. Do something about it is what's coming through. Your joy makes fools of your oppressors. And again, we spoke about boundaries earlier. And what's coming through is that some of the boundaries that should be up, some that you should bring down. And know this. Spirit wants you to know that. This isn't a case of bring your boundaries up to everyone. Because some you need to bring down. But this one that we're talking about that connects here with Miriam is that the boundaries need to come up a little bit more with those around you that actually you think are close, but they're actually being quite toxic with their energy. You know, I'm always getting a jealous streak here. That's what's coming through. Someone that's quite jealous of you right now, and the things and energy that they're emitting is negative. And exactly here, your joy makes fools of your oppressors. I think this has been affecting you. You know about this. If not, this is why maybe you've been feeling a bit icky recently, because their energy is seeping into yours and it's making your energy all off. You need to not worry about people like that. And you need to literally, we said about all that clutter in the mind, you need to push that clutter out, including them. And your joy makes fools of your oppressors. So your joy, your bright energy will boom, literally, I'm seeing your shield of energy, literally, boom, bound theirs out of the way and bounce it and bounce through it and convert it. So, you know, retaliate with light is what's coming through here. In an age of lies, the truth is dynamite. Know your truth, retaliate with light, and just be you. And that's a big thing that's coming through about the meditation as well. Oh, I love Miriam. Great, great card. So let's have a look. He got John Coltrane. Such a cool dude. Coltrane. These cards are so cool, aren't they? Look at him. Take your solo, but give others their moment too. you know, exactly like John Coltrane, you know, he's a very balanced artist in that respect. And we spoke about balance with this person, exactly that, you know, they're very much, they can't help being in the spotlight, people put them in the spotlight, but they don't want to be, you know, they just do things and people follow them because of that, not because they're doing things to get followers. Does that make sense? So they absolutely share and are balanced and are caring and thoughtful of others in all those ways. Take your solo but give others their moment too. They absolutely do that. And if you follow your own truth, there are no false notes. Find beauty in the unexpected. Again, you know, much like John Coltrane, just that kind of free spirit, and that's exactly what they're like. Oh, I'm so excited about you meeting together. Notice you've got Kurt Cobain, interestingly, as your relationship card. We're all in this mess together, so you may as well make some noise. Don't become your own tribute band. You can't buy team spirit. And you know what's coming through here? Oh, God, I love Kurt Cobain. You've got three great... Oh, I nearly swore then. You've got three great musicians here. So John Coltrane, Miriam and Kurt. I mean, come on now. But what I'm getting here about this is, you know, much like that team spirit that Kurt had. I mean, of course, he was a very troubled soul. And I just want to point out that any negative traits towards your relationship of the negative sides of Kurt's life, which I know there were many, God bless him. But I'm talking about all the positives and the amazing kind of thing that he created and was. He's an icon for a reason. And that spirit is what's coming through. It's just, yeah, and it's a youthfulness is coming through here. It's a real youthful, young spirit. And the two of you, I mean, you've got the World card, which is, remember, the main significator card, the main first card that came up. And you're just going to conquer the world with the most beautiful spirit. I'm so excited for you. Yeah. I always want to clap because it really is so beautiful. And you have struggled in the past. We haven't gone into your past too much in this reading. But I'm definitely getting a feeling of struggle there. So I just want to say, you know, I'm sending huge love your way on that note. And yeah, you need to release it because you've got so much greatness coming your way. So much. I'm going to pull you some Whispers of Love card now. So this is going to be messages directly from them to you that we're going to leave you with. And let's see what we've got coming out with. And we're going to ask my guides for a little bit of help with this too. So what messages have we got for my lovely viewer about their future spouse? Let's have a look. What a lovely story. You know, what a lovely story you're about to encounter, an adventure. I mean, this is a beautiful life, guys, and it's your life, and that's what you need to remember when you're worrying and busying yourself and in those down moments. Things are going to be great. Oh, I've got two coming out here. Speak the language of love and slow down. Oh, these are their messages to you, and this is their message to you right now, not when they meet you. This is their message to you right now at this moment. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And this is a message they just want to give you, which is what we're talking about with Miriam here, is that, you know, in your downest moments and you feel like you've got all these people, is what's coming through. It really feels like you've got all these people kind of, you know, being so negative to you. And it's so undeserving because you're great, is what he's saying. You're amazing. And you need to speak your love because that will blurt them all out. Oh, I always want to cry because it's so lovely. Because I know this is what's happening with you because we spoke about this here. But that's one of their messages to you, is speak the language of love. And then we've got slow down, guys. Oh, I'm getting... it couldn't get any better. Look, this is you here. And this is the both of you down here. Pause and allow things to unfold, guys. He's laughing at this point because it's kind of like they're laughing at you because they're like, dude, you know, chill out. We're going to have an amazing life. It's all going to happen. Chill out and enjoy you right now, because what's coming through is that when you meet him, he wants to hear about all the stories that you're about to create in, you know, in the time and in the pause between now and when you're going to meet him. So slow down and allow things to unfold. Guys, what a beautiful reading. That really was. I loved it a lot, and I hope you did too. Big love to you. If you want to go into any more detail or know any more questions, don't forget to hit me up for a private reading. But I'm so super excited and happy for you. And And yeah, what's coming through is that you need to go and listen to some John Coltrane, some Kurt Cobain, and some Miriam Makeba, because these three artists have messages for you in the songs, and they will help you in the different moments, and that you have to come, and certainly in happy and in sad moments, until you meet your love. But they're coming. But again, remember, speak the language of love and slow down, let things unfold. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Let me know in the comments below as well your thoughts. It's just, I'm just getting so many beautiful rainbow love and beautiful vibes here. So big love to you. And again, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon on one of my other videos. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Crystal 2. If you chose this beautiful crystal right here, Crystal 2, this is your reading. Welcome to those of you that haven't seen my videos before. Don't forget to click subscribe if you like what you see. I'm loving the YouTube journey, so all the support is much needed. And today, I'm much appreciated as well. I'm just so humbled by the love and the comments. Oh, it's so lovely. So thank you so much. Today we're going to be looking at your future spouse. Whoop, whoop. How exciting. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So let's look at your future spouse. We're going to start, I read those of you that don't know with my guides as well, so we have them here today. And I'm going to start by asking, they are not significant, they're not significant. I'm going to give these a good shuffle, what I've been told to do, clumsily. And yeah, we're going to start by trying to get an idea of some characteristics and how you first meet. So that's what we're going to be looking at first. Characteristics and how you first meet. And we're going to be using the Spirit Song Tarot. Hit that like button if you've got this deck. It is the coolest deck. I love it so much. You'll see the illustrations in a moment, but they're just so beautiful. Really nature, pretty, lovely. Oh, I just love them so much. But yeah, let's start with them. And again, we're looking at your future spouse. We say spouse, you know, lifelong partner, marriage, whatever, you know, some people don't want to get married as an example, but we're looking at really your soulmate, your future spouse, your future life partner. So let's look about them, and let's try and get a bit more characteristics and how you guys are going to meet here. So we have the 3 of shells, 7 of shells, a lot of shells here, guys, Knight of shells, 10 of feathers, Justice, and we've got 9 of acorns. Right, so I'm just going to delve straight in there. I'm also going to try and get some messages coming through here in regards to spirit. Help me out, guys. So definitely there's going to be oh. Okay, so I'm getting a work vibe coming through. You're going to meet this person through some kind of work vibe, and it's going to be a fun. So it might be an event through work, or a trip through work, or something like that. So where you work or you spend a lot of your time, for those of you it might be university, but I'm getting that you're going to meet this person on a trip, and there's a lot of, and we see here with 3 of shells, you know, there's a lot of playfulness, definitely there's lots of friends around. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling that trip, and I'm getting that it's also broad, and we're seeing a lot of beach and water. Obviously with the 3 of, you know, that says that in the card itself, but that's coming through as well. And I'm getting a lot of water signs, Pisces in particular here. So we're looking at a Pisces kind of vibed person, the undertones of a Pisces. But yeah, there's going to be, you know, it's going to be very playful. It's going to be a lot of bliss. And also, this person's going to recognize the ambition. I know this is completely random. What's coming through is that you're going to be given a choice in this career. And I'm feeling it's going to be to move abroad. And in this situation is how you're going to be going about meeting this person. So you're going to be given a choice to move somewhere through work. If you work for yourself, something's going to pop up about you moving to another destination. I am seeing abroad, but it could just be moving. So you're going to be moving somewhere through work. And with that is where this is going to come about. But yeah, we're definitely getting a lot of playful... I mean, we've got here as well, but definitely a playful energy coming through from both sides. At start though, I think because you have met in this work environment, the thing that's coming through is, even though there is, you know, very playful in that first instance, it's almost, I'm getting that there is going to be a bit of a, because you work together, and that's what I'm saying, you work together, that's how you're going to meet, because you work together or in this project or whatever it is you do, you know, you're together a lot. And in, you know, whatever it may be, a professional, shall we say, capacity, it's almost like you are, you can't be so open about it. So it's going to unfold over time rather than happen as quickly as perhaps it would if you met your neighbour. Do you know what I mean? Or somebody outside of a professional capacity. So definitely it's going to take time before, you know, you see real passion. So it's going to be a bit more of a slow starter. But with that, there's going to be a lot of playfulness. And a lot of kind of cheeky flirting and all that kind of thing. So you're going to see lots of that. Yeah, they're going to see you, and likewise with them, go through a lot of transition as well, obviously because you are in each other's space a lot with work and so forth. I see you parting from that though, randomly. I see you parting from that space. And they're there to support you. So I see a lot of support here, a lot of support. And they're going to help you kind of in whatever it is. It's almost like I'm seeing you come down and say, enough, this isn't me, whatever it is that you're doing or that you're going to be doing at this time. Although it's wonderful, I'm not saying it's going to be something dark or bad, but what's coming through is that you're not going to be happy there. It's not going to be you. And there's something that you just feel really unjust about, but you're going to be putting in, you've got the justice card obviously here. And again, that's in that capacity that's coming through. And you're going to be kind of standing up. I can almost say, I'm going to say it sounds really dramatic, but I can almost see you standing up at this company that you both work at, and it being quite a, oh, did she just do that kind of moment? Or did they just do that? They actually just got up, said their thoughts and quit, you know. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen Jerry Maguire. God, I haven't watched that film in years. Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise, when he walks out of his company and he does this mission, is it a mission statement he writes? And it's just fabulous. It's just the most raw way to kind of exit. And I see you exiting in this kind of way. Not necessarily quite like Jerry Maguire in the sense of, I mean, he really went to town. But you definitely are going to walk out of there really proud and knowing that you felt you've done the right thing for you. And yeah, and they're going to be behind you on that. And that's going to be really, you know, very much a tipping point. You're going to be definitely, I mean, from the moment you meet, you're going to be entwined because you can't help it. You're both so drawn to each other, and that's going to happen. But obviously because of the work capacity, it's just made it slower. But this is going to be the real tipping point. So you have been involved with this person throughout this work process, but this is going to be a tipping point of really you two falling into your, you know, full-time kind of situation with each other and relationship with each other that's really going to fully blossom from there. And yeah, you've got the 9 of Acorns here, which speaks of power and perseverance. But what's coming through here is that you don't need that power, you don't need that perseverance anymore. You know, you're there. And again, this work situation is the final tipping point. God, this is very, I don't really get these directer messages coming through, all these clearer messages. This is very clear, isn't it? But that's what's coming through, guys. And yeah, that's gonna be the start of you two. And there is no more, you don't have to persevere with anything because you're there, and everything's gonna feel very just and right, and you're gonna start enjoying the moment is what I'm hearing, which both of you kind of haven't done before, not in the peacefulness. And I'm sensing just a real peacefulness, almost like someone meditating on a lake and that utter peaceful bliss. That's almost how you're going to feel with each other at that point. And it's really beautiful, guys. It's very beautiful. Let me delve a little bit more into them and look. So we've obviously looked at how you're going to meet, and God, we just got loads of message come through from my guides there about quite precise messages about, you know, the rough work situation there. But I want to delve a little bit deeper about them, right? So let's have a look here. And I'm asking Spirit to help me out as well now with this as well, about what is going to come through about them. Oh, we got the King of Cups, and did you see how that flipped up right? Might not have caught that on camera. Yeah, so they are the romantic without a shadow of a doubt, and that's coming through. But they're more than that. They're stable, they're secure, you know, they're very much a family person. So this person, you know, is going to want to build a family with you, but definitely a real romantic, if there ever was one. This person is that. Much like I said, actually, for the Crystal One, a message that came through for them, and it's almost a similar vibe coming through here, is that, you know, they're the kind of romantic that you won't always know they're being romantic, because they don't do it to... They do it because they love you and they just can't get enough of you, rather than have, you know, just doing it to please you, to get a reaction. So while you're sleeping, you know, they're the kind of person that would brush your hair. Not brush your hair, that'd wake you up, but, you know, like, I mean, sweep your hair from your face and that kind of thing, and maybe keep that stare and hold that stare for a while is what I'm seeing. So without a doubt, shadow of a doubt, romantic, and in every aspect you'll see that come through. Lucky you. We've also got the Four of Wands here as well. And we have got, let's have a look, transformation. So yeah, I mean, the transformation, we spoke about that earlier, and, you know, Spirit's saying this is exactly what we're talking about. It's just talking about this big transformation. Note that it came out over here amongst this as well. And it is real transformation that you're going to have. And I spoke about this utter peacefulness, and that's what the result is going to be. I just see you both being so peaceful in each other's company and enjoying day to day. Again, I'm going to reiterate that. Enjoying day to day as it comes, rather than it, you know, always constantly worrying about future and planning future, which, you know, of course you guys will do. It's a normal life, you know, daily life, but you will just be so happy in the moment for a change. And as I mentioned, it really came through that you're both not like that now. You very much both look to the future, and what Spirit's saying is this is actually in turn, and it goes with them as well. Remember, they're a romantic at heart. So even though you're here looking at this tarot reading, Spirit saying, asking about them, they too are, you know, and they're always in their mind about you and what it will be like and where you are, and so they're absolutely holding you in their mind without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, it's going to be a wonderful transformation when you do finally, as I said, it's going to be a bit of a slow start, but when you finally do come forth, it will be amazing. And again, we're seeing, you know, we spoke about here, we're looking into their personality, and that's kind of coming back now. So the personality, again, very romantic, and with that transformation, just someone that they just have with that, again, exactly what I said. I won't say it again, but just the most brilliant energy around them. But they're real cornerstone, you know, they're the kind of person, you see that with the Four of Wands here, which is such a beautiful card, but they're the kind of person that are a real kind of cornerstone, and, you know, they give real strength to those around them. For those around them, so friends, not just in a romantic sense, but, you know, I think friends definitely look to them, and people that they know look to them for advice and deem their advice good, because they're quite a solid earthy character that that's quite earthy. I'm getting a real earthy vibe that's coming through here. Let's see what else we can pull about their personality. We've got the Knight of Wands. This is a really similar vibe to what we're seeing again in pile one. And I did say, you know, there might be messages in one or the other, but this is a very kind of similar, not entirely similar character, but similar in the sense of that there's wonder there. You know, we've got the Awakening card and the transformation. So this person, you know, the message that came through about that they think about you now, they meditate. And they're really, through meditation, they're starting to awaken and really look at inward, and it's making them question, but in a spiritual sense for sure. That's the difference between the Crystal One is this guy, and I say guy, again, he, she, whichever resonates, but with this person we're seeing a real clarity of spiritual path, so that they're definitely on that path, and that's going to really inspire you, but they're definitely kind of at the beginning of that, so but that's going to inspire you a lot as well. Let me pick, I'm going to draw here, what's next? Let me pull, I'm going to use some Queen of the Moon Oracle, just to get a bit of a vibe, again, more about them, more about the two of you together, and let's just see what messages come up. I am asking for messages, Spirit. So we've got acceptance, trust, assessing, and we've got the Void. So definitely the first thing that comes through here, of course, is acceptance. You know, you're both again, there's just this deep, deep peace, and I'm being encouraged to move that up there with this, you know, when you tip over and that job finishes, it's just going to bring forward such a peace with you. But with them, the reason you feel this such a peace and such, oh, it's almost coming through, and it feels so nice, guys. God, I wish I could keep hold of this feeling that I have. I'm like stealing your feeling right now. And it feels just wonderful. Oh, just the utter peace of enjoying this moment. You know, I can feel, I mean, it's a beautiful day outside here in the UK this afternoon. I can feel the beautiful British air coming through and the sunshine and the warmth, and I'm enjoying it. And this is, you know, it's this, and the acceptance that you both have for each other is what allows you both to just be. You know, you can fully be with this person, and there's so much acceptance with both of you for all your flaws, all your talents, everything, in every way they accept you wholly. Sorry, I keep holding this down here, I was meant to show you that. Isn't that just a beautiful card? There's magic between you. So that's that one there. And then we've got trust. Again, there's going to be so much trust in this relationship, which again allows you to be so peaceful. We've got assessing in the void, and Spirit saying, you know, this is the both of you now, and they're very much in the same position as you. They're looking for you. Look at this person looking at the moon. Where are you? And there is a real void, and you both are feeling it. I'm feeling that there's definitely soulmate connection here, possibly more. I say more, obviously we have karmics, twin flames and so forth, and I'm not great. It's something I'm working on at the moment, is seeing those energies and feeling those energies, but I can't see that right now if I'm honest. But there's definitely a connection here, but they're void without you, much like you are without them, and they're constantly looking and assessing, where are you? So you're both longing for each other, absolutely longing for each other. I'm going to pull a card on that. And it's almost as a sense of protection. You want protection from them. They want protection from you. You know, they want to be held, and to know that everything's okay. And even though you're quite strong characters and that you are fine on your own, you're both longing for this connection. But it will happen, guys. And I just want to take you back to the beginning, that, you know, it's going to happen on some kind of activity to do with work. So look out for that. I'm going to pull for you both I'm going to pull one for you, one for them, and then one for the relationship. And it's going to be a music legend. I love these cards, and they were sent to me by one of my beautiful subscribers. Thank you so much. They just sent them as an energy exchange, which is so lovely. But yeah, basically, they're music legends, and I've got the fashion ones and the art ones as well. But they're just so cool. Let's pull a couple now. So your one that's coming out here is Dolly Parton. Very cool. That's for you. And then we're going to pull another one here. Bjork. That's their card. And then we've got Bob Dylan. Oh, Bob Dylan is just one of my idols, by the way. I just have to tell you that the strangest thing just happened. You might have noticed me hesitate then. I'm so sorry to take away from this reading. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I've just felt spirit enter the room. This is a new thing for me, having actual spirit here. Not in the sense of my spirit guides, I'm talking about earthbound. Just asking them. In fact, before I ask them to leave, I'm just, why are you here? Okay. My guides confirm this is nothing to do with your reading. That is the weirdest thing, guys. It's never happened before. So I'm going to kindly ask this person to leave. Great. I'm so sorry. That was the strangest thing that just happened there. Guys. Oh my God. I'm almost tingling a bit. I'm so sorry. That's just never happened. I've recently started, the first time I connected with an earthbound. In my realm, in my reality here, I mean, not in 5D or meditation or SRT or anything like that, but the other day, and it freaked me out. That didn't actually freak me out, and I remained quite calm. I think it's because I was recording with you guys. But, oh God, I could talk about that for hours, but I'm not going to, because this is your reading, and we're going back in the game, and I'm so sorry for that interruption. That was so random. Comment below if anything like that's happened to you before, or if you are... in that way, you know, yeah, let me know. Going back though, we've got Dolly Parton for you. And Dolly Parton, so, you know, you are full of life, much like Dolly Parton is. And, you know, you're definitely getting her characteristics coming through. The higher heels, the closer to heaven. Caution will get you nowhere. The most precious diamonds are sometimes disguised as rhinestones. I love Dolly Parton, and the biggest message that's coming through here, I can just sense you're very, you know, even though you may put on glitz and sparkle, you're very down to earth, and I'm getting a real earthy vibe from you, but a real fun and playful and nice vibe like Dolly Parton. Over here we've got Bjork. She is so cool, Bjork. Devour life whole, organise an orgy in the sky and the sea, optimism is energy. Bjork just was so much life, right? That's how I'm going to put it. So much life in her own way, owned it. And that's the characteristics that we're getting coming through here, you know. They just very much own their character and own... We spoke about an earthy vibe as well earlier, didn't we? But yeah, it's almost like he just owns himself. You know, they own themselves, they know who they are. And that's why people look to them. That's why they are quite earthy and down to earth, because they don't look outward at all. They're very much content in them as a person. And because of that character trait, this is what led them to start meditating. You know, they started looking at different things in life and why, and asking a few more questions. And yeah, they're definitely the kind of person that just owns their truth and wears it with absolute pride. And we've got Bob Dylan that's coming through as your partnership. We've got Bob Dylan. Nostalgia is for two-time losers. Don't make mistakes that mansions on the hill for paradise. Sorry. And darkness may be falling, but we're not there yet. Bob Dylan. Oh, just what a... I love Bob Dylan. I don't know if you're familiar with him. Sorry, guy, Spirit was just coming through the message, and I'm going to give you that at the end. It was about a certain Bob Dylan song. But yeah, with Bob Dylan, it's just your relationship, it's going to be exactly that, quite poetic in a sense. We spoke about here about how you see every day, and although it's going to be quite inquisitive like Bob Dylan, one thing Bob Dylan do is he, you know, spoke about the wrongs that were out there and injustices, and we see this with you down here. You know, you spoke up, and definitely there's that flair of that will be in the flair of your relationship, and that's very much a Bob Dylan thing that you did down there, and that's going to be, you know, very much a theme throughout your relationship, as you are going to speak truth, but it is going to be very poetic, and you just let each other be, don't you? You know, you absolutely do. Mr. Tambourine Man's coming through, Bob Dylan, but there's so many songs. I'm told to go listen to some of Bob Dylan's songs, because it will make you feel very peaceful, and I wish I could say that to them as well, because they're longing for you just as much as you're longing for them. Remember, we spoke about that. So definitely I'm getting the vibe that I just you need to listen to some Bob Dylan songs, and that will make you feel really cool. I'm going to do a message now directly from them. So this is directly from them at this moment, and we're going to get Spirit to come through with this and give us a couple of messages. There's one coming through, and we're going to get another one now. Here we go. 3 messages that are coming through from them. So normally I only pull 2, but listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. Demonstrate love. Find out what's important to those you love and act on it. And forgiveness. This is so lovely. They want the forgiveness. They're sorry they haven't been there for you yet, is the message that's coming through. They're sorry that they've not met you yet. They feel that, oh, I almost got a bit emotional then, because I'm getting this real, they feel that you should have been supported in things in your life thus far that you haven't been. You've been on your own a lot, through some real tough times, and even though it's not their place and they're not in your life yet, they almost want to ask you for forgiveness that they haven't been there for you yet, and they'll spread this message when they do finally meet you, but they almost are just so angry that they haven't been able, that the universe didn't put you together sooner. You know, there's a real kind of frustration with that, but at the same time, they are hanging on to a bit of that disappointment, but they do want to let it go. And I think that the message that's coming through is that, yeah, guys confirming is that, you know, this is going to happen over time and when you meet. But there's a real kind of sorrow for wanting to be with you, and they can't right now. So that's the biggest thing that's coming through there. Demonstrate love, find out what is important to you, to those you love, and act on it. And exactly that, demonstrate love. And we spoke about listen with your heart as well. And this is asking you to make decisions more with your heart. And he's saying that, you know, you have a beautiful heart, is what he's saying. You have the most beautiful heart that they've ever seen. Oh God, I'm getting, they just want to hold you so much. But you have the most beautiful heart they've ever seen, and they want to remind you that you just need to listen to it more, and you need to make more decisions with your heart, they say, because it's beautiful and pure. And when you make decisions with heart, you know, you'll always be guided, divinely guided. That's a beautiful message right there. You will always be divinely guided, but listen with your heart. Demonstrate love, and you know, just a real message of just be you and trust in yourself. Yeah, they're sorry they're not here yet, but listen to your heart, be you. For all the struggles, just know that I'm going to be with you, and enjoy and smile and laugh more. I said that earlier, didn't I, about there needs to be more playfulness. That's so lovely, guys. Oh, what a lovely message from your partner. This is quite detailed as far as the, you know, the ways in which you're going to meet. So I'm so intrigued about this. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, guys. I love doing readings like this. They always bring, obviously, because we're doing a reading about love and a future spouse, which is your partner. You know, I really feel in my readings, I feel all the energies that are coming through, and they're just so lovely, and I leave feeling filled up with your beautiful energy. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful future energies with me. And again, listen with your heart. They're thinking about you just the same, and pop on some Bob Dylan. You need more Bob Dylan in your life, and this is really going to help you connect to them until the moment that you do finally meet. But guys, I'm sending so much love and light. Don't forget to subscribe. My target's to get to 500 subscribers, of course 1,000, but yeah, I just find it incredible that you guys watch my videos anyway, so I'm just sending so much love and light out to you now. Oh God, I'm feeling so lovely thanks to you. Love and light to you. Subscribe, and I will see you back soon with another video. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Hello guys, for those of you that chose crystal number 3, and a beautiful crystal this is. My sister just gifted me this for my birthday, but this is your reading, crystal number 3, and we are looking, quite exciting reading today, at your future spouse. Welcome to those of you that haven't visited my channel before. If you haven't and you like what you see, don't forget to hit subscribe. I could do with all the support at the moment. I love YouTube, and I'd love it to become a bigger thing for me. So yeah, I love all the support. Yeah, welcome. I read my tarot mainly through my guides. So I have my guides here with me today, and really the deck just act as triggers, so to speak. So let's go ahead and have a look at your future spouse. What a nice reading to do. I was just saying to the Crystal 2 guys that I love these readings because, of course, when we're talking about love and your future spouse, they're always filled with such beautiful energy, and I really do feel energy when I do readings, whichever energy that is that's coming through. So of course in these readings it's always just the most beautiful loving energy. So thank you for this reading as well. Right, let's have a look. We're going to be looking at characteristics, so what have we got coming out here, and also characteristics and where you're going to meet. So Spirit, what can you tell me? We've got the 3 of Acorns, first of all, beautiful giraffe. We have Awakening, and we also have Queen of Crystals. First of all, we've got the 3 of Acorns, and of course it's reversed. Can you help me out here, please, my guides? What's definitely coming through, I just wanted confirmation there, and I've got it. I actually feel that you've been through a terrible time, and you're actually going to meet in some form of recovery. You know, we've got the 3 of Acorns here, and normally this would, you know, it talks of exploration and so forth, but that is reversed, and what's coming across is that, yeah, I just have to say what comes to me. I almost want to say either alcoholic or substance abuse or some kind of something to do physically, you know, well, actually it's very tied to mentally and spiritually as well. That's the big message that's coming through. But I think on the outward, most people would see this as a the kind of problem this is very much maybe an abuse of some kind of alcohol or some kind of drug or something that's not, that is perceived as not great for them, is what's happening. And I see that the meeting is going to be in some, I almost want to say in some kind of Alcoholics Anonymous kind of situation, you know, that kind of space. Not Alcoholics Anonymous necessarily, but you know, some kind of space. But I'm seeing a really spiritual space as well. So we're not seeing just an Alcoholics Anonymous kind of thing. I mean, it could be for some of you, but I'm also feeling for some of you it's a space of awakening. We see the awakening card here, and it's a very spiritual kind of meet that I see you having in this place of darkness that you actually, I think, I say him, of course, whichever resonates to you, he, she, but I see that they're in a bit of a darker spot, shall we say. But yeah, you're going to meet over this recovery, and it's really going to ignite your recovery and gather such an awakening. We've got the beautiful awakening. Look at that marvelous peacock. You know, literally, vroom, it's feathers of a rose, and that's exactly what's going to happen with the both of you, actually. Not just them, I feel them predominantly, but the both of you in this meeting, you're going to really help each other come through this hard time that you've both been facing. And we've got the Queen of Crystals as well, which is reversed. And again, what I'm seeing here is, you know, you are meeting at a complete time of blockage. It's like you're meeting at a time, sorry, just listening to what Spirit's saying there. The message coming through is that you're meeting at a time of this blockage. And when we say that, we're talking about, I'm getting the feeling here that, you know, in every way, your life has almost stopped. And I'm getting that you're very creative normally. And both are, in fact. You're both very creative. And this creativity is a real block. And we're definitely speaking more here of you, though. And that this is something that they're going to really push out of you and literally turn that Queen of Crystals right round. But there's a real creative block, which is also blocking you. I'm getting a struggle with finances here coming through. And that's all related to this, you know, time that you find yourselves in. But do know that there is great awakening coming, and you're going to both push each other through that moment. So do be wary of, you know, not wary, everything happens to us for a reason, and everything happens so that we can learn something. And that's what is being come up here. It's not being wary, it's be aware, not wary, aware that you, that this time is going to be coming for you. And the thing coming through here that it wants to be said is that we all go through in our life this progression, exactly like the Major Arcana. We're doing it today, the Tarot. And if you can imagine the Major Arcana, it's one story of the soul's progression through life. And, you know, so we all hit those stages. This isn't just, oh gosh, you've got this thing coming for you. We all have it at some point, but you have got a bit of a moment coming up. If you're not already there, for those of you that aren't already in that moment, I would say a lot of you are. But you have got a bit of coming up, and it's being aware that when in that moment, and the biggest message that's coming through is that, you know, when you're in that moment, it's being aware that it is just that moment, and that rather than pushing it away and wishing that you weren't in this very moment and this space and these things that are happening right now, or are coming in the future, so to speak. It's being aware that everything happens for a reason, and actually looking at the positive, even in those dark moments. There's such positivity is what I'm getting here. I'm almost seeing this dark card and this beaming light coming out, and that's the bit you need to concentrate on in these moments, because they're all lessons. And, you know, if you look back now, I'm being told, look back at, right, okay, so my guide's asking you now to think of the most difficult thing you've ever been through in your life. Think of it right now. Right. Now think of all the things that you've learned from them, and the way in which your character is built from what happened there. Now that you're feeling, you know, somewhat stronger, maybe not completely healed, but somewhat stronger about it, you can see the lessons, or the lessons starting to evolve that from that happening. And that's the reminder, is that everything happens for a reason, the good and the bad. And it's all to shape our soul, all to teach us these lessons that we have to learn to rise our soul, to make this journey through and into true awakening. But they're going to be a big trigger for you in all of this. But yeah, real message here that even though dark times might arise, just you always have to look at that positive, because it's always there, and not dwell on it, because this is happening for a reason. That's the way you need to switch it. And Spirit's saying is that you have to switch it so that you look at that as, okay, what's this telling me? What do I need to learn from this? Those are the questions you need to be asking, and you need to literally replace oh, why am I in this moment? Oh, I feel so crap, blah, 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 blah. All those negative thoughts, turn it into positive. Right, okay, great. What's the lesson here? What do I need to do? So that, you know, apologies, this is your spouse reading, but that's a big message coming through for you. But it's going to be a great awakening. And I spoke about that beautiful love energy before I even laid cards about why I love doing this particular subject of reading. And that's what I'm getting through, you know, this real, and I'm seeing so much blue and green, and this real awakening and balance is the energy I'm getting, but real vibrant, and it's like a spark that's already there. So this is something you can start to manifest and to grow right now in you. You can do that by meditating, but yeah, there's going to be a real awakening, and it's going to change you and really, you know, the both of you in so many positive ways. But definitely I'm feeling financially as well here. Let's see what else comes out. We've got 4 of shells, Knight of feathers, and we've got Knight of acorns. So again, a lot of starts here, a lot of restarting is what I'm seeing. And again, this goes with when you met, you know, the beautiful thing to look at this is that the way that you do meet, what may seem to others as a dark moment, you met at a, you know, you're meeting at a perfect clear landscape, you know, perfect clear, not landscape, I'm seeing, God, what's it called? I'm seeing it and I can't describe it. You know, it sits on an easel, painters paint on it, oh my God. I'm just gonna say a sheet of paper. We're seeing a clean sheet of paper is the point being, a clean slate, because you have both been at that bottom place. So there's so much greatness to build upon, and so much to start and awakening. You know, it's like they say, what I know this is so random, but this is what's coming through, so it's what I've got to say. But when, you know, nations, if you look at the nations that have cropped up over recent times, Dubai is one of them, and they've managed to start from the beginning. You know, it was just desert before them. Whereas if you were to change things in the UK, with, you know, structure right now and infrastructure, it would be a nightmare because everything's so stern and set in place. It's almost a similar analogy in that you guys, because it's a clean slate, it's just desert right now. There's no buildings there yet. You've got so much to build together, and there's so much starting. We see that with the knights here. But yeah, so a lot of action, a lot of action. You know, again, we've got both the knights in here, and it's a real start of action. But yeah, you're going to just be diving straight in. As far as you two are concerned, it's going to be very much of you meet and you never kind of part from that moment. So it's going to be just a real ignition of so much, but on a spiritual level, that's really coming through. We said that earlier as well. We've also got the 4 of shells here. And again, you know, it speaks of reevaluation, soul searching. Yeah, I'm going to pull out, because we were looking for more character cards, weren't we? Character about them. So we've looked at the situation in which you're going to meet, which is quite specific, I must say. And there's some really positive messages. In fact, this whole thing is positive and beautiful. You've got a clear landscape to paint your own picture on. Right, let's have a look. And we're going to be using Danielle Noel's deck for this. We've got the 8 of Cups. I'm looking for characteristics here, so I'm not actually going to use the reverse with these. I should have said that before. We've got 8 of Cups, Page Crystals. What else have we got here? Oh, there's another one behind there that we're going to look on, extension from that. Yeah, so what we're seeing, first of all, in a big way, is, I mean, you see it here with the 8 of Cups, you know, looking out into the world with so much hope as well. There is hope in you both right now. So even though we spoke about this darkness earlier, there's a lot of hope to come out of this. You know, you're not all depressed, and that's not how I wanted it to seem earlier. You know, you're both just hitting a bump in life when you meet. That's all it is. But there's so much hope and longing for each other, I see here. But as far as characteristics with them, which is what we're looking at, the first thing that's popped out is obviously strength. And they are a very strong character. And they are, in fact, going to be punishing themselves for going into this state, you know, that they're in. They perceive it as weak, and really it's not weak. And that's what they will come to learn, is this journey we spoke of earlier, and that everyone has to go through this journey, no matter how strong you are. But they are incredibly strong, and they're and yeah, incredibly strong character. I'm getting a very warm character as well, and very ambitious. So I'm getting quite an entrepreneurial spirit coming through. We spoke about the blockage so far of monetaries, and I mean that on both of your aspects actually, but this is something that's coming through, that the two of you will almost ignite that monetary thing in each other, because you both very much have that characteristic, you too, I'm being told, of the entrepreneurial kind of spirit. It's just that nothing's ever quite got into action as yet. But yeah, they're really quite entrepreneurial, full of ideas, full of action. They just need to put something into action. But yeah, they're quite very tough on themselves, very, very hard on themselves, because you know, when they show weakness, which they perceive this to be, again, they will learn as we come. And this is what this awakening card spoke of, that you'll help each other with, is the great awakening of realizing life's journey and our soul's journey, and forgiving those moments and turning the most negative of moments in our lives into positive. That's when you can truly start to, oh, I mean, imagine that, every positive, turn it into a negative. And it's easier said than done, otherwise we'd all be super happy, right? And that's just not how it is. But there's a balance there, and it's finding how to balance out those negatives with positives. But that will come for him. I say him, again, they, he, she, but that will come for them. And that will come, they haven't got that right now. That will come for them. They're very hard on themselves, but that will come for them throughout this relationship. Yeah, just a real kind of ready, but almost hanging back and waiting and longing for you. That's the biggest thing that's coming through here, and I can see that so clearly. I'm going to pull some Queen of the Oracle cards just to get a little bit more insight here about characteristics for you and how your relationship will be with them. So I'm going to ask Spirit to help me out a bit here, guys. Pop that back over there. Right. We've got purity. Got abundance. Yes. This is what we were speaking about earlier. Straight away, it's just the message is there, and Spirit confirming. You know, it's that purity, it's that clean slate. You know, you've almost reached your bottom, and he has reached your bottom, and it's from that purity and clarity of starting that you're gonna just go. And the abundance, exactly what we were saying earlier, so much abundance coming through when you do finally connect and both grow together in the monetary sense, but abundance in so many ways, but monetary sense is coming through really heavily. And resistance, and this is a resistance from them to break through from this spiritual journey. And as I mentioned, they're not quite there yet. You will help push them through with that, but there is a resistance from them. But they're, again, oh, don't you just love it when the cards come together? They will become realization and self-reflection and focus. And this is a message coming through here with this one. It's a real focus. This is coming through for you too heavily. Spirit saying that you should meditate more, a lot more than you do. And really should meditate every single day, morning and night, Spirit says, with you in particular. But you definitely need to hone down that once every day. And, you know, it's 10 minutes before bed. Get meditating. And see here, the beautiful butterfly and that third eye. You're being asked right now to bring that forth and to make that third eye grow and beam forward and open it up. Open it up. So yeah, definitely you're being asked to go within more without a shadow of a doubt. I'm going to pull some music legends. So I got these from one of my lovely subscribers. He sent me these just as an energy exchange. And it's the music oracles, and I mean, how lovely that you guys send me cards. I love it so much. It's a real beautiful gift, and thank you, I appreciate it. I ended up putting it down in my description about the, you know, if you want to purchase a card of my wishes, because I got asked so much. But I find it incredible that you guys would just do that. Obviously it's for your enjoyment, because it keeps the readings looking so super cool. But this was one of those special decks that was purchased for me, and yeah, it's the music legend. So I'm going to pull one for you, one that's going to describe them a bit more, and then one that talks about your relationship. So the music legend for you, we've got Amy Winehouse. Oh, what a legend. Very much deserved to be in this deck. Tina Turner for them. Amazing. And then for the relationship, we're going to have James Brown. Woo! Get on up. I love it so much. I love these cards. Right, let's concentrate on you. So we got Amy Winehouse. Learn to love your truant heart. And, you know, before even reading that, is exactly what came through. It is learning to love yourself in every way. And not letting pressure from any outside influence, whether it be work or friends or family, disturb your well-being, you know. And that's why we were being called to meditate earlier. And that's because you need to go within a lot more, you know, and set these boundaries from the outside. It's like you've lost yourself a little, and you need to regain that. So definitely meditation will help you greatly. And affirmations, in fact, I've just released an affirmation video. I'm about to release a whole series of them. And the reason I did them, guys, is because I used to be so great when I was younger at affirmations. I used to affirmate, every day, and I stopped doing them as I've grown older, which is just ridiculous and nonsensical. So I decided to do that video for me, really. I'm on this 21-day challenge, and it's going great, and it just makes you feel better. And this is something that I'm being told you could do with. So check out my video. That one was for me. So, you know, you might want to write your own and do your own affirmations and read them every day. But yeah, you're welcome to the video just to give you an idea, or to use that itself, but definitely affirmations can help. But it's reminding to go within more, and meditation and affirmations definitely big on your agenda, especially while you're waiting for this connection to come through as well. Honeymoon should last a lifetime, absolutely, and you should be living a honeymoon every day. You know, we spoke about these sad and dark moments that happen in our life, and again, it's just a reminder that you need to see the positive of all of those, because it's one big life journey, and know that everyone goes through it. Everyone. Sometimes they just don't speak about it. Everyone goes through whatever you're feeling now. A million others have felt. So just know that there's a reason these things happen for us. It's all a message. It's all learning. Treat your scars as your best feature. Oh, I didn't even look down at that, guys, before saying it. You know, gosh, spirit can be so spot on. And exactly that, be proud of these moments, you know, because it's of these moments that really define you. And it's just a big reminder of that. But go within, meditate, do your affirmations. Tina Turner, oh, so cool. And just before I move on, sorry, guys, clearly not finished. Is that, hold up a minute. Just a reminder on this, with these affirmations, the whole point, so the way psychology and the human brain works, apparently, if we repeat something 7 times, not just over again now 7 times, but over the course of 7 days minimum. I've done my challenge as a 21-day challenge, so that's what you want to aim for. But apparently after the 7-day mark, it becomes habit. It becomes more of a habitual act. So that's something to remember. You need to keep doing it. Once just isn't enough, or once in a blue moon isn't enough. And then literally sooner rather than later, really quickly, in fact, a week, it will just become natural habit, and you'll enjoy it. And you'll enjoy the meditation. Oh God. People hesitate about meditation, and I have no idea why. That's what I'm being told, is you're hesitating with meditation. You know you should do it, but you hesitate, you don't do it as much as you should do. And the message coming through is why. It's so lovely, and it will make you feel better. It will make you understand yourself better, and all the questions you have, you will find there. Can I move on now? Great. Okay, we're going to move on to him, and we pulled Tina Turner. So Spirit, what can you talk to me about Tina Turner? Okay, so you're seeing, obviously, you know, you've got the tiger in the background. Tina Turner had the biggest roar. You have to remember, at the time Tina Turner was at the, you know, height of her fame, it was a challenge for a woman, let alone a woman of colour, but a woman in those times. And we all know what a bastard husband she had. So, you know, it's like, she was just amazing and so strong. And that we spoke about the strength here, and this is really a strength card. You know, it's coming up again. We've got the lion here, we've got the tiger here, right? And they're so strong. It's not what happens that matters, it's how you deal with it. And this is why they're so hard on themselves. And why, when you meet them, they'll be kicking themselves because they've met you and think that you're just their world. And they'll be even kicking themselves at that point, is what I'm hearing, because they are feeling, damn, why am I not in a better position to meet this person? But it doesn't matter, because it's at that clear level and why, and that moment. Everything happens for a reason, guys. You were meant to meet at that moment when you're both at, you know, not necessarily at your best, because that is what you then create together. But yeah, they again, the more they go in, they will learn that as well. Purge your life of whatever brings you down. The most beautiful lotus blooms in the deepest mud. This is the thing, they are very much like that, and I'm painting this picture again of this down moment. It's a hiccup in a long road. They're not like that, and they've not been like that their whole life. They're not a manic depressant or an extreme alcoholic, or, you know, a lifelong abuser of whatever it is that's happening in this moment. And this is just a hiccup, something, you know, they've had a bad moment, they've not dealt with it well, they've escaped into this route to kind of try and heal it, but they know it's not wrong. They know all of this. It's just, you know, they're learning lessons. Remember, they're learning lessons. So, but yeah, really, really strong character. We've got James Brown coming through as well, guys, for your relationship. Knock 'em dead, then leave. Don't quit moving until it's payback time. When you're ready to get on up, it's time to get down. Oh, that just spoke of it all, you know. And you guys are James Brown. You know, you just... Again, we spoke about how Tina Turner in her time, James Brown in his time, I mean, wow, what a legend to come through as he did. And this is really you guys coming out of nowhere, starting from nothing, you know. Now, you've got everyone has got James Brown as a backdrop, right, to kickstart. I mean, how many people say my career was inspired by James Brown, my career was inspired by James Brown. James Brown didn't have, I mean, I'm sure he did have his own inspirations, but, you know, he really was just the first just the most amazing soul to come up and out into the mainstream. And that's, again, talking about this clean start that you have, and this rising. And that's what this James soul, you're rising, you're get on up, you know, you're rising, you're both rising together. So this is going to be very much you know, one of those relationships that you just respect and admire every single aspect of each other, because you've met at that low. And so when you are at that high, everything is so deserved, so loving, so understanding. Oh, I'm getting tingles because it really is beautiful. But big messages before I leave you. In fact, before we do that, messages as an overview of what came through during this reading. I'm actually going to I'm going to get you a message from them directly right now. So we're going to get our spirit to bring us a message directly from your future spouse or partner. And this is a message right now, not when you meet them you'll get this message. This is a message for you right now at this moment from them. And let's have a look. Oh. So lovely, guys. We've got new love. We've got look to your inner strength. And we have receive love and appreciation. Oh, they're just sending you so much, and they just want you to know that, oh God, the message, they love all of you. They love all of you, and this is this is the beautiful thing, and this is what's going to come into actual reality when you meet. But they love all of you already. They want you to know, and you know, they wish that they could have been there through these times and right now. But the universe happens for a reason, and it's funny they're saying that, because at this stage you are far more spiritually heightened than them. But this is a message from, you know, spirit coming through on their side, and this is their enlightened self. And yeah, they're saying that they just wish that they were with you right now, but that you have to look to your inner strength, and that you're so much stronger than you realize. You're so much stronger. That's how they're looking at you right now, and this is you, and they just wish that they could give you strength, is what's coming through. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work, prospect, or for spiritual growth. This is definitely coming through to just, you know, they want you to start loving life and loving everything around you, and definitely the spiritual side. That's coming through strong, much as it was earlier here. They're telling you the same thing. You need to love more. The more you go within, the more you'll love outward, is what they're saying. And I'm laughing because there's, you know, while this message is coming through, there's a laugh in this message, because they know that this is what they need to do big time. But they're saying it to you too. The more you go within, the more you will love outward, and receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. And, you know, he's reminding you and telling you, in fact, that you need to take help from those around you more, those that want to support you and that come with integrity and a heart, and it comes from a good place. Let them. You know, they want to support you. And while they do support you, know that this is also an energy from them, from him. So accept it. If you don't want to accept it from them, accept it knowing that it's been sent from his way. So he's going to send you, and the guides and the realm above and the stars in the universe are going to send you some lovely support, and know that when that presents itself to you, it's a little message from him. That was lovely, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. And the best thing about this reading is just the beautiful clean slate. But the biggest message for you is to go within more. We spoke about this self-reflection, the focus, Amy Winehouse, and that, you know, you have to go in more. And the more you start to go in and love yourself, it will come outward. And I know that sounds so cheesy, but it really isn't. It's life, guys. It's what we were brought here on this earth to do. And the sooner you stop listening to, oh, it's cheesy, going within, meditating, all of this. I mean, I don't think you think that anyway, actually. That's not what's the vibe that I'm getting necessarily, but you just need to act upon it way, way more than you do. And affirmations and meditation. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your lovely reading. I got filled again with a lovely energy, loving energy. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful relationship that you've got coming. So just know that you've got all this love in so much abundance and purity coming your way from your life partner, and it won't be long. And in the meantime, you need to go within and you need to love more. And especially in those moments where there doesn't seem like there is a lot of it, that's when you need to really step into it. And that's when you need to go and meditate. You have guides waiting for you. It's the final message that's coming through, and you need to find them. And you can do that by going within. Great stuff, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know down below. I'm dying to know your thoughts. It was a really lovely reading. Don't forget to hit like, and again subscribe, trying to reach that 1,000 mark. If you did want a private reading regarding this subject or anything else, I've just opened up my readings as well. So I've been doing quite a few of them recently, and it's so lovely. I just love reading tarot and mostly connecting with my guides. You know, for me, I'm very much on a self-exploration journey with my spirituality and my inner self, and I'm realizing that, you know, I have a lot of gifts, and so I'm just practicing and doing those things, and I've been practicing for a while now, and I just enjoy it thoroughly. It's just so beautiful to spread light and help others, as well as myself, along this big old journey that we have called life. But anyway, big love to you. I will see you soon in my next videos, and yeah, see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.